Hello and welcome to Angel of Divine Love. My name is Heather Aguilera and welcome to our June blessings. This month of June, we are stepping out of May, a very intense month for a lot of people. Lots of shifts are happening, lots of truths being exposed on many levels. So I've been getting a lot of messages about a lot of people working through a lot of deep-seated fear, and through the collective, as you all know, we're dealing with a huge injustice, and a lot of us peaceful warriors being out and serving in the best way that we can. And if you are out there, then more power to you. We're doing what we can to serve and to provide for this time. His name is George Floyd. We want to rest in his power, rest in peace, and just say a prayer for this man right here. Honoring him, honoring his life, and many others that have been through something like this. So just take that time out in your heart and, take that time, pray, and all the lives that this man is changing right now. It's a really impactful time where there's so many shifts right here. We're living in a living history. And, the rainbow that comes after the storm, the rainbow that comes after the rain, it's for us to remember that, through this event and many other events that we are going through at this time, for us to stand firm in our knowing, stand firm in our integrity, stand firm in the authenticness and nature that we are given, and the voice and the strength and our beliefs and our faith. And this, we rise together and we get to enjoy that rainbow bridge on the other side, but we go through that. We go through these denser energies so we can rise above. And then we have clear skies, as always. But, to get to that phase, or to get to that place, we must walk that path. Walk the path in integrity. Walk the path in our strength and our knowingness, not bypassing what is actually happening in the collective. And it is also, it's happened also in the ethers, and now it's showing up in the collective consciousness. And this is where we're at. We're here. It's a very powerful movement time, but we must also continue to be that peaceful warrior, be that peaceful person that stands in faith and trust and your knowing and strengthening that core, because this time that we're facing, it is also a reflective of what's happening to so many people that are within. There's a lot of shifts that is going to be happening through the awakening of the collective. And in this awakening, it's rattling people up. They need to find that center and that balance. They need to find that perseverance to also go inside internally and look at these self-judgments, look at where, there's betrayal or you have been betrayed. Lots of these energies and these emotions coming up through something that is so severe that we've been going through, and the upheaval through the collective, the movement, the anger that is happening through the collective. That's shifting so much. It's bringing people together, yes, but we're seeing the polarities. We're seeing it all kind of unfold. So that sacred prayer, prayer is so strong. Prayer is so key. In whichever way you do pray, praying for your brothers and your sisters, praying for yourself, blessing yourself and your family. And as we, transmute through these energies, some people have a really hard time going deep, going and looking at these shadow aspects, but it's coming up. It's what we're watching it, we're seeing it, so more and more, and so we want that extra prayer to continue. Another thing I want to bring up is like the multiple aspects of yourself. You've seen this picture where there's like, all the colors of the rainbow. And we're like that rainbow as well, where, and not just that rainbow, but also that rainbow bridge, where we have these multiple colors, multiple aspects of ourselves. And sometimes when we're on our path and there's a part of you or a piece of you maybe you didn't like in your past, in this life that feels like multiple lives, there's a piece of you that maybe has a little bit more soul damage, or there's some things that have been fragmented, and so you don't want to go there. Sometimes we will seem to skim over it, but you have to go deep into those places. The chanting, the mantras, all that, yeah, that's very helpful. But at times, especially those who have gone through some really deep stuff, you have to take the time to go into those places, sit with yourself, meditate, and gather yourself, gather those energies so you can come into balance within yourself. So that aspect of you that got hurt maybe in your teenage years or in your 20s, or who knows, that needs tender love and care and to really be nurtured. And so going back into that. So you're going to be seeing a lot of these patternings come up, especially for these retrogrades. We have a lot of retrogrades. We have a lot of eclipses. You're going to be going to these places if you allow yourself to, and then it's showing up in the collective in other ways. So pay attention to what all of this is bringing up for you, and go with it. Go internally so you can rise above. And if you need help, reach out for assistance. There's many people that can assist you. If you're suicidal, however, please get on the suicidal hotline and reach out for help in that way. So the masculine and feminine aspects that is happening within our, not just our right and left hemisphere of the brain, but also with our divine counterpart. There's a lot of shifts happening within that aspect within yourself. So the feminine embodying more of her masculine energy, the divine masculine also integrating some of these feelings and emotions, which is the feminine energy, and coming into balance. This is creating a huge shift within the masculine energies. And this month in June, I had mentioned before that we're going to go into more of the masculine healing. May was more about the divine feminine healing, the mother aspects, healing that. June, as we see with George, he's just lighting that way for the masculine, honoring the masculine in all lives, honoring the divine masculine, the purity of the divine masculine, the truth of the divine masculine that is in tune with their emotions, that is in tune with their communication. So this is coming. And as I'm talking about that, there's a plane flying by. But I really love this artwork here. And it depicts the masculine, the awakening of the divine masculine. And there's white roses being handed to this divine masculine. I feel like the purity of the divine feminine, offering the divine masculine this. So the divine masculine as a collective waking up in this way. So their dreams are being very activating. They're reaching these higher states of consciousness. Why? It's because they're being called. They're being called by Creator, Christ, whatever it is that you are closely connected to consciousness. They're being awoke, and more of them. We do have some masculines that are awake, but we need more of them. We have a lot of divine feminine and beautiful divine feminines, and the strength of the divine feminine is needed, but also the divine masculine is so needed as well for us to come into our more creative aspects. This is a really beautiful picture. So the divine feminine as well, going through gateways. This is a Mayan temple gateway vortex here. And as these alignments are happening, the star alignments, the frequencies of the eclipses, all of this huge opening through all the chakras, through all of these levels of consciousness, through all of these, and integrate it into the physical, because if we go to those higher levels of consciousness and then we bring it back down with, not understanding it, but sometimes it does take some time to integrate it. So integrating it and then doing your best to relate to it in whatever ways that it's asking of you to move through this container in the physical. This is what is being asked right now as we shed it, and then we're being activated. Hope that makes sense. So I really love this picture. It's like Cosmic Mother blessing the earth with the blessings of love, and really feeling that embrace of our earth. Really feeling that we're here for change. And it's more clear now than it's ever been. And thank God, it is incredible to be here at this time. It opens our hearts in ways where we just want more love and peace for everyone. Every animal, every person, every element, we want to see it purified. We want to see the blocks removed. We want to see everybody rise. This is a very beautiful time to be here. And, as the pain brings beauty, and as the hurt brings more love and compassion and passion, the Christ consciousness elevating even further, Christ also ascending into the next level of consciousness. And this is very beautiful as well, because this element, through the divine Christ mind or the Buddha mind, is where we see the masculine energies rise. So it's very sacred. Very, very sacred. So thank you. So I just want to end this note on what is our priority at this time. And it's staying in that authentic truth, whatever that is for you. Knowing that your path that you're on is going to lead you in the right way. Every form of true divinity, of true love, of true empowerment shows us the right way to walk this path, shows us and corrects us, thankfully, corrects us in many ways. We're corrected through our ancestors, the ancient ones that walked before us. We're corrected through Christ or whatever it is that you are connected to, consciousness, universal consciousness, cosmic consciousness. We're corrected all the time. We're expanding and we're growing. And the old ways, the religious templating, it's falling out. And it's not always easy to travel through those old templates. Trust me, I had a lot of religious programming that I had to go through. And it's not to judge it. It's just to understand it so you can have compassionate growth within yourself and provide it for others. You are your own healer. Sometimes we need guidance, and sometimes we need a teacher or guide to assist us in transcending into that next level. But ultimately, you are your own best healer. And when we ask for help where we need help where we can't always reach, or it gets too hot, or it gets too much in a certain energy to transform, we reach out. It's okay. We all reach out for that help sometimes. That's what we're here for. So yeah, I pray for each and every one of you. May you be blessed with healing, with the power of the Holy Spirit, with that sacred knowing, with the sacred heart that you carry within your I am presence. We're here for this very powerful time. We're here. And thank you for being here. Thank you for being open to trust, being open for change. And we're going to see a lot of shifts. It's going to be really incredible. It's going to be really nice. It's not going to be easy. No one said it's going to be easy, but it's going to be a good change for our future of our planet, for our children, and for our future generations. We are the ancestors. We got to be good ones. Purify yourself, purify your mind, your body, your soul, your connections, your relations. And let's line up with the highest integrity that we possibly can. Blessings on your path to whichever way you decide, or your soul decides that is best for you. Okay, and that's about it. Thank you.